Jurassic Park. One of the most famous science fiction dinosaur movies. Well, originally it was a book written by Michael Crichton in 1990. And I guess about 2 years later, Spielberg decided to turn the book into a movie. And in 1993, this film was a complete box office success, man. This huge success. If you know about dinosaurs, then you have seen Jurassic Park, 1993. And this was a huge box office success. I love it. And like, this film is on the list of films I contributed to my filmmaking. And the box office gross was like at least 900 million. Between 1993 and 1997, it was considered the highest box office movie of all time until 1997. James Cameron's Titanic had dethroned it, and then several films after that. So it's somewhere on the list, alright. Man, I just love this film because, like, at the beginning of the movie, when the raptor attacks the guy, you don't see the raptor at all. So until they pull up in the gas-powered Jeep, I remember when I was 4 years old, my parents took me to go see it in theaters, and you wonder, what are they looking at, until you finally see it. I was like wow. The Brachiosaurus. Excuse me. That one scene right there was just so astounding, The noise the dinosaurs making, everyone in the theater just like shocked and like, wow. So it was a pretty huge success until 4 years later came the sequel, The Lost World. The same one starred brought back Jeff Goldblum and Dr. Hammond, of course. But it's pretty cool to see some old characters come back and bring in some new ones, Julianne Moore and Vince Vaughn. So it was a pretty good film. But the thing is, when it comes to making sequels, you gotta make the second one better than the first one. Hence, The Godfather 2, greatest sequel ever made, Back to the Future 2, and like all bunch of sequels left and right, like Empire Strikes Back. But in a way, I like the sequel, but I like the first one better. I just do. I like the sequel. I don't like the sequel as much as I do like the first one. Until 4 years later came part 3. Everyone, when people heard of the idea, that people were just psyched to see, alright, part 3. I wonder if all of them would come back. No. Only Sam Neill comes back. Just Dr. Grant, that's it. Dr. Hammond, Dr. Malcolm, they don't come back. They're mentioned in the film, but I don't know. And it wasn't directed by Steven Spielberg, it was directed by Joe Johnston. Seriously, this is my least favorite one. A lot of people say that this one's the black sheep of the trilogy, part 3. I strongly agree with that because the film is already over as soon as it begins. But the fight scene between the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus, that was pretty cool. And excuse me, I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. So to sum it all up, I give part 1 a solid, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give part 1 a solid 10. I give part 2 Give it about a 9. I give it a 9. Part 3, I give it a 5. And I just don't like Part 3. I hate Part 3. So they've announced that their Part 4 will be released by sometime 2013. Because the director of the third one, Michael Crichton, he directed Captain America, the first Avenger. He states that there's going to be a new trilogy involvement, and they've even said that all the original characters from Part 1 will be willing to come back. So whatever happens, happens. So pretty cool. Thanks for seeing my Jurassic Park review. Peace out and good night.